Welcome back to Pokémon Scarlet gameplay part 12. Last episode we finally reached Levincia city. This episode I'll go ahead and challenge the gym leader to finally get our second gym badge. I am very excited for this. We have also gone ahead and explored the Levincia city in the last episode and picked up a lot of new items. If you are in Levincia city, I would recommend you guys to go around and pick all the items before you challenge the gym leader. While looking at the map, I did find out that Levincia city gym is quite close to the first entrance that we entered through, so we are actually pretty close to the gym. Now that my team members are all healed, I think I'm actually ready for the gym as well. You might remember Levincia city does have a electric type gym, so I definitely can't use my Wugeo in this. But since I do have a Cloudzyre in my team, it will be doing all the work for me. So I'm really excited for the gym battle. Alright, let's make our way to the gym building and see what we have. I hope we don't have a battle against Nemona because I'm still not ready for that. But of course, if we do have, I guess I do have to battle her as well. Ooh, okay, she's here as well. But yeah, Dash. It's so wild that we ended up randomly visiting the same gym at the same time. Again. At this time, I'm wondering if she's following us. But anyway, I swear I'm not just sneaking ahead of you so I can lie in and wait and go. Whoa, weird. Might as well as battle now that you're here. I doubt you, Nemona. No, seriously. Look, to prove it, I won't even challenge you to a battle this time. As much as I'd like to. But look at you and your Pokémon. They definitely have got stronger. Add these to the mess and you'll be 100% okay. So she does give us 3 ethers, which is pretty cool. But of course, she is not gonna be battling us this time, which is pretty cool. All we have to do is go ahead and talk to this NPC here. And yes, he does need to actually register us. Alright. Now, in order to face the gym leader Lono, you need to pass a test. So just like the other gym, we have another test right here. And this time, we have to star in one of her streams. Which I guess is a good gig for her. I mean, she's definitely gonna get views by doing that. But of course, that is fine by us. We are definitely gonna be going ahead and challenging her gym test. Alright, all we have to do is exit and head outside. She is gonna be waiting for us right outside. So let's see how this goes. I'm personally excited for this gym test as well. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Lono Zone. Of course, she's right here. And I guess our character is as confused as we are. Ooh, okay. Hey. I guess she is gonna be introducing herself right here. Pretty cool. Still not sure how we are talking to her like this. Does she have a camera trained on us from another place, or not really sure, but I think my character does look pretty cool right here. I am glad I went ahead and made some changes on my character as well. It's a new look, and at least this time we are gonna be on the internet trying to get our gym test completed. Alright, let's see what she has for us. Of course, she asked us to smile over here, which we are. Anywho, Challenger, thanks for coming out to Levincia Gym to see me. I mean, I'm not here to see you, but okay. I'm super happy you're here, but I'm also a bit of a celeb, you know. I'm all kinds of busy. So I can't collab with you unless I know you can bring in those sweet viewer number. Whoops, there she goes. I gotta make sure you bring some real passion to my stream, you know. And so, if you wanna battle me, you gotta help me make this live stream a viral hit. Got it? I guess we are gonna do that. I can tell you can't just wait to get started. Well then. Allow me to explain the plan. Come on out, Mr. Walksabout. Ooh, who's that? And of course, it's Director Clavell. Oh, Dash, what a coincidence. Say what? Do you guys know each other or something? That we do. This here dude has a real aura about him when he was walking around the street. So I snatched him up for my dealio here. You, too kind. Hahaha. I guess he got embarrassed. Well, anyhow, Dash, since you're today's challenger, I'm gonna have you play hide and seek with Mr. Walksabout here. Ooh, interesting. Look for the good gentleman using the street surveillance cameras. Find him 3 times and you can consider the dim test passed. That is a pretty interesting test itself and I am pretty excited. Personally, I think I'm really good at finding stuff in a picture. So definitely this is an interesting and an easy game for me. Let's see how it goes. Also, I think she will have a couple of questions for us in between maybe. So it's not gonna be all just finding him. Either way, he is gonna be getting ready to hide. Of course, she didn't even ask his name at this point and keeps calling him Mr. Walksabout. I wonder how she doesn't know his name. I mean, she is a gym leader and definitely she should have heard about our academy. I expected her to know his name, but I guess she doesn't really. Okay, he has gone away to hide and I guess we do have to actually see him. Alright, the minute I saw the screen, I already know where he is. This is of course the first screen for us, so definitely it is pretty easy. Anyway, I guess she is asking us to open our eyes wide as a Magnemite. I don't think that's required. It's pretty easy to identify him with his uniform. Alright, there we go. The gym test starts. And of course he is right here. There he is. Oh dear, it seems you have found me. That we have. Definitely was pretty easy. Our challenger found Mr. Walksabout. Wazza, you did it. Well then, before we move on to the next round, let me interest things with a battle with one of my fans. So we do have to battle 3 trainers after each of these quests, I guess. Pretty cool. So here we have a Pokemaniac and let's battle him. All of these trainers, by the way, will have a electric type Pokemon, so make sure you have switched out your ground type Pokemon up in front, just to make sure that you are ready when they are going to challenge you. This one right here has a Luxio, pretty cool, but I was able to one-shot it since my Pokemons are so high in level. I'm actually a bit concerned about the level in which my Pokemons are. They have definitely leveled up pretty easily and I think I will be over leveled for the rest of the game. But let's see how that goes. And you win. Well done, Challenger Friendo. Time for a change of scenery. I guess we are gonna get our second photo to try and find Mr. Walksabout. I shouldn't be calling him that since we do know his name. But of course, I have already found out where he is. If you guys have found him out in all the 3 of these screenshots, let me know how fast you were able to find him down in the comment section. Alright, now that she's gone away, let's go ahead and find him. He is right there. Again, it is pretty easy to identify him with his uniform right here. Oh, and here I thought I was hiding pretty well. You were not, trust me. I guess if he was in a casual wear, it would have been a bit trickier to actually find him. But since he has the bright orange blazer, it's pretty easy to identify him. Anyway, I guess she is gonna be spicing things up with a battle. I think that's pretty fine. I'm interested in a Pokemon battle as well. This is the second Pokemaniac we are battling for the day. Pretty cool. And let's see which Pokemon he has. He actually has a Tynamo. That is pretty cool. I have actually encountered a Tynamo in a Terror 10 and I was so excited to catch it. I really wanted to use it in my team, but since I'm trying to use some unique newer Pokemons which were released in this generation, I just thought I'll not use it for this time. Maybe when I, play the game once more, I'll definitely use Dynamo in my playthrough. I really like it. It was pretty easy to actually defeat it as well. The next Pokemon this trainer has is a Fluffy, and I think this is one of the Pokemons that I'm yet to catch. As far as I've seen the Pokédex, you can actually encounter Mareep in west side exit of Mesagoza. So if you have started with the west side or the west gate, you'll probably have already encountered a Mareep and caught it. But I started with the east gate, so I never got a chance to actually catch this Pokemon. I guess when we go around and explore the west gate, at that time I'll go ahead and catch it. There we go, we have defeated this trainer as well. Personally, I think I really like the jacket this trainer actually wears. It is pretty unique and definitely pretty cool as well. The pockets definitely have different Pokemons on it, and I think that's pretty cool. Now that we have defeated him, we are gonna be going to our next scenery, that is trying to find Mr. Wezabout once more. Here is the stage, and I think I found him already, but let me know if you guys did as well. All these three are pretty easy, but I think this third one is a bit more tougher than the others. Again, the only reason I was able to find him was because of his orange blazer, and let's quickly go ahead and show you guys where he is. He is way down there on the boat. My, admirably done. I hope you find your treasure in your independent study with just as much as this effort. Whoa, my subscriber numbers are on the rise like super fast Electros crawling out of ocean. I really wish this trainer actually had Electros. I would be so happy to see one. I really like Tynamo and its evolutions. They are amazing. Especially their ability, Levitate, which is pretty useful for it. Now that we have, gone ahead and completed her gym test, it's finally time for us to go ahead and, battle her as well. As you might remember, she does have Berry Bolt in her team, but that is the only Pokemon we know she uses. So I am actually interested to see what other Pokemon she uses in her team as well. So let's see how our gym battle goes. I'm also not aware on what level of Pokemon she's gonna have. Maybe she has Pokemons around level 20 or level 30, that might be the case. Till now, I haven't still found out in which order you have to go when you are actually battling all of these trainers or these gyms. So maybe I'm going in the wrong order, but either way, it has been pretty fun for now. I did decide to just heal up my team members once more before we go ahead and challenge her. As usual, in order to challenge these gym leaders, all you have to do is go ahead and enter the building, talk to the receptionist right here, and start the gym battle. So pretty unique. Now that I'm here, I just wanted to look around this building before I go ahead and talk to him. Seems like there are a couple of trainers or couple of people around here, which is pretty cool. I see Lono gave your performance the thumbs up. Well done on clearing the gym test. You have now earned the right to challenge the gym leader. Best of luck. So yes, we are definitely supercharged ourselves and really excited to battle the gym leader. Now that I've said yes, we are gonna be transported to the main stadium, which is in the center of Levincia city. We have explored it in the last episode, and definitely it is pretty huge and a really interesting place to have battle. It is kind of in between or in middle of a sea itself, so the structure itself looks pretty cool. Here she is, and I actually really like her Pokephone case. It is pretty unique. I have actually found out that you can actually buy some unique phone cases in Mesagoza City So if you're back in Mesagoza City, go ahead and get that phone case. There are also a couple of health items that you can actually buy, which apparently I never saw before. For some reason, I was exploring Mesagoza City the other day by myself and actually found a couple of shops. For now, I haven't really bought any items, but when we go back to Mesagoza City again, I'll go ahead and show you guys where to actually buy those items as well. Alright, here we are. And of course, she's just introducing us right here. How are you feeling about this battle, Dash? Well, I am ready to do my best, definitely. Boom, we've got a straight talker here, eh? No nonsense, I like it. Alright then, who's ready to see me kick some butt? I think it's gonna be the other way around with this battle. Definitely we are over leveled and really ready for this battle. Man, I really wish I didn't level up my team members that much, but it can't be helped when I'm catching a ton of Pokemons for my Pokédex, which automatically gives you EXP when you catch them. Right, here we go. We are challenging Gym Leader Lono. The first Pokemon she starts with is a Vatril, which is pretty cool. I personally have one myself and I think it's a really good Pokemon. Definitely a solid electric and flying type. Since I did start with my Cloudzyre, I am gonna start using Sludge Wave. I guess Vatril is the only Pokemon to whom my ground type moves won't really be effective. Either way, Sludge Wave has done its task and she is gonna bring out her Belly Bolt. I think we have the pre-evolution of Belly Bolt, but we haven't really got a chance to actually evolve it. But of course, Belly Bolt over here is at level 23, which is pretty cool. That is a really good level for a second gym. In my case, I'll start testalizing my Pokemon just for the fun of it. I know that these gym leaders will testalize their final Pokemon, so I definitely want to go ahead with this. I'm also quite happy that testalizing is gonna be lasting the whole battle and not like Dynamaxing where it just lasted for 3 turns. Now that we have powered up our Mudshot, we should be able to one-shot all of her Pokemons. And by saying that, her Pokemon survives my move. Yup, that always seems to happen. That's alright, she at least has 4 Pokemon, so I do have a bit of a challenge. Right here, we were able to take down her Belly Bolt. By the way, if you want to have a Belly Bolt in your team, just wait for a bit more. You'll be able to encounter these guys in the wild, so definitely I think that is much easier than trying to actually evolve them. The next Pokemon she brings out is a Luxio. Again, it should be pretty easy for us to take down. Let me quickly go ahead and use Mudshot. Luxio did start with a bite. I was a bit worried that it would actually flinch my Pokemon, but I did get lucky and didn't get flinched. There we go, we one-shotted the Luxio as well. Now for her final Pokemon, which is a Miss Magius. Pretty interesting. Wasn't really expecting a Miss Magius right here. As you can see, I just debated whether I had to switch out my team members. But of course not, I'm still gonna stick with my Cloudzyre. I think her Miss Magius right here is gonna be a electric Terra type, so we shouldn't have too much of an issue. Just to have some change, I actually went with Sludge Wave this turn, and let's see how well that goes. There we have it, she's gonna bring it out as well. And yes, it is a electric Terra type. Pretty nice and definitely looks pretty cool on Miss Magius itself. Of course, it starts with Confuse Ray, which is pretty concerning. Let me see if I can hit the Sludge Wave, and if not, I guess we just have to try once more. There we have it, we did hit ourselves. I did try Sludge Wave once more and she went for Hex right there. Hex is actually a pretty strong move and definitely it is a bit difficult if you are underleveled. But in my case, since I am quite overleveled, I really don't have to worry too much on her moves. There we go, she definitely likes to use Hex a lot. And I decided to go with Sludge Wave. Thinking back on it, I should have actually went with Mud Bomb the whole time, which would have been super effective. But for some reason, I just decided with Sludge Wave on this one. Either way, we were able to defeat her Pokemon in 4 moves, which was pretty nice. Now that we have defeated all of her team members, we have finally defeated her and are gonna get our 2nd gym badge. This is pretty cool. She definitely calls us flashy, which is definitely true in our case. And of course, we get a lot of Pokemon from it. But I do feel that the Pokemon we get from defeating these gym leaders are quite less. I mean, I have battled a couple of trainers who gave us the same amount of Pokemon this gym leader actually gave me. So I guess it's a bit less. But now that we have defeated her, we are gonna be going ahead and finally getting our 2nd gym badge. I am actually interested to see what kind of photo we're gonna have. There we go, she is gonna ask us for a shot to save as well. And here it is, pretty amazing. I guess we both are having the same kind of pose. Her gym badge is also pretty cool. It is a symbol of thunder and definitely what I was expecting. Now that we have 2 gym badges, we are finally able to catch Pokemons around level 30 much easy and they'll also listen to us. Pretty nice, but I think that's still kind of less. I definitely need to get the rest of the gym badges to catch more Pokemons. So let's see how that goes. There we go, she gave us a TM as well. Pretty nice. Now I did learn one more thing. I might have misspoken in the last episode where I mentioned on not exploring the Fire Crew base. I would actually take my words back. I would recommend you guys to go ahead and explore it once more because definitely there are gonna be a couple different items and a TM that you can actually find only over there. Personally, when I went through it, I was able to find a Fire Fang TM, which is pretty cool. Definitely quite helpful. And this is something that I actually learned after I completed this episode. So that is one thing. Do go back. You can also challenge them once more by just ringing the bell. But I would warn you guys, if you do ring the bell, you have to actually defeat all 50 trainers. So it's not gonna be 30 trainers, it's gonna be 50 trainers in 10 minutes. It's a bit challenging, but I think it will be pretty easier for you guys to actually defeat as well. But that is one thing. If you are going back, you can definitely train up your team members over there, as well as, you know, get a bunch of items over there as well. Pretty cool. Right here, we are meeting a new character, Hazel, who is one of the Elite Four, so pretty interesting. I guess we'll be battling him in the end of this game or the game storyline. That should be pretty nice. He's also our art teacher apparently and he's actually inviting us to school. You might have seen something when you actually defeat a gym leader or a major event in the storyline. In the top you'll see a notification saying classes are available, new classes are open, etc. So there is a feature where you can actually return back to the academy and go around talking to new people in these classes as well, which is something I wanted to show you guys. So I think we can actually do that in this episode, especially now that we have actually gone ahead and got our second gym badge as well. I think that would be pretty interesting. So let me actually quickly get out of this gym building and make my way back to Mesagoza City. Well, it has been quite some time since we have come back here to Ranajal Academy. The building itself looks pretty nice, especially in the night time. And let's quickly go ahead and enter it. We have quite a lot of things to do here. Quite a lot of new classes to attend, as well as new places that we can actually access now. Going into the academy, the only way you can actually access other different classes is by going over here. So let me make my way to this entrance right here. And yep, this is where you have to go to access everything else. Definitely a lot of new rooms have been opened for us, so I am excited to go ahead and explore everything. You can definitely skip out this part. I mean, there is no new items you can pick up, but there is something special in this game which I want to show you guys. So let's not wait any longer. The first place we are going to is the school store. So this is the main store. We can buy some items, mainly the same items you'll be able to find in the Poké Center shops. Nothing new, but definitely if you are around here and for some reason you want to check out this store, you can come here and buy all of these items. Personally, there is nothing for me to buy other than the lemonades that I bought. There are gonna be vending machines all over throughout the region, so nothing specific right here. You can definitely access them over there as well. But of course, I just wanted to check it out, so here we are. The next place we are going to is gonna be, I think, cafeteria, because I actually skipped it initially. So let's go back to cafeteria and see if we have anything new over there. You might remember the last time we came here was when we actually talked to Arvin and accepted his, I guess, Path of Legends. But of course, this time you can actually buy some sandwiches in the cafeteria. So if you want to get some special powers, special meal powers in this case, you can definitely get them. I'm not gonna be doing that for now, but let's move on to the next one. The next place is the biology lab, which is gonna be pretty important. I think this is one of the rooms you definitely would have to visit. And I'm saying this because if you are completing the Pokédex like I am, you'll definitely get some special items if you come here and talk to our homeroom teacher, Mr. Jock. So here he is. Hello. Have you gotten used to things here at the Academy Dash that we have? Great, glad to see you're having fun. Oh, have been using the Pokédex app? I'm the one who made it, you know. Every time someone using the app catches a Pokémon, that data gets sent to me. It's really helping me with my Pokémon research. So be sure to catch any new Pokémon you find and work on filling in your Pokédex. For your first goal, let's aim for say 30. Register 30 Pokémons in your app. Let me know once you have done that. Now that we have completed the 30 species, let's see what he gives as a gift. And he is definitely excited himself seeing so many Pokémons. But of course, the rewards for getting these are pretty cool. We do get a TM for False Swipe, which is a really good TM if you're trying to catch different Pokémons. The second goal is 100 Pokémons, and I have already caught 100 Pokémon, so let's see what we get for that as well. And of course, he is quite excited about it once again. Thanks for your efforts, definitely. We get 20 Ultra Balls. Now this is pretty cool. So the reason why it's pretty cool is because we are not able to buy Ultra Balls anytime soon. So this is the only way for me to actually get some. This is helpful if I'm trying to catch a rarer Pokemon, which I'm pretty sure we have come up against quite a few rarer ones. So it is helpful. Also, the next goal is actually 200 Pokemons, which I'm not anywhere near. So I will be moving on to another room. But of course, if you are completing your Pokédex, definitely come here and talk to him. He will give you some good items. The next place is the art room, and nothing particular in this room. I have tried looking around and seeing if I can actually interact with any of these students, but none of them really do interact with you. I guess it's just meant for us to go around and see all these paintings right here. Beautiful one. And of course, nothing for us to actually do in certain. That's pretty fine. Either way, I think there are some other rooms where we have something new to do as well. I also went ahead and talked to this guy right here, but again, nothing new here. The next room is the home economic room, home EC room. Let's see what that is. And here we are. Here is another new teacher. Of course, again, we don't really have anything new over here as well, so you can skip out this room. I'll go ahead and point you guys the rooms that are quite important. If you're coming back, you can definitely check it out. You don't really have to check it out right now, but definitely come back here before you go to probably the last test, before you complete the treasure hunt. Anyway, most of these things in these classrooms are not interactable. That is one thing that I was pretty sad about. But of course, we are gonna be going to the staff room next. Now, we have been to this room before. You might remember this is where we actually met Nemona last time and we accepted her gym challenge. That is the Victory Road. We do have a couple of different teachers. You can definitely interact with them, but there is nothing really important here. Once again, they really don't tell you anything, or there is no items that they give you. But this teacher right here does tell something really funny. She asks us, we must be absolutely mad if we are actually having a conversation with her, which I found pretty funny. I mean, I wasn't really expecting that dialogue right there. Anyway, that is all for the staff room. Of course, we have a couple of teachers who admire Director Clavell. Pretty cool. Alright, let's go ahead and exit this room as well. The next room is gonna be the director's office. So, director's office is pretty interesting and definitely a room that you do have to visit. If you come here, you'll be able to see Director Clavell, who is standing right there. I'm sorry, in this case, sitting. Oh, why hello, Miss Dash. How is the treasure hunt coming along? Having all sorts of fun adventures, I hope? Yeah, it has been great. Wonderful, I'm glad to hear it. Do keep in mind that treasure hunt has no set course or criteria you must follow. Simply go where your heart takes you and you shall do splendidly. Ah, thank you. Speaking of such pursuits, there has been something on my mind of late. If I could ask for your expertise on the matter, I would be most grateful. Okay. You see, I recently heard a word whose meaning escapes me. I believe it is to be some sort of slang. Interesting. Tell me, what does chuggy mean? Okay. I was not expecting this, but it actually means being outdated and uncool. I'm gonna select that. I think I understand. For both speaker and recipient, it's not a pleasant word, I take it. The words used by young people these days are quite often beyond my comprehension. But when I learn the meaning behind the words, I find that I feel much closer to my students. That was a pretty surprising question right there. I'm most grateful to you for your help on the front. You became slightly closer with Director Clavell. Pretty suspicious. I mean, you never see dialogues like this in Pokémon games, but that was surprising. That is all he has to tell us for now. So maybe we can visit him once more once we have completed a couple more gyms and see what he has to say. The next one is the nurse's office, which also is a pretty interesting place. Definitely would recommend you guys to visit this one as well. Let's go ahead and check out what we have here. Couple different Pokemons resting around, which is pretty nice. And I guess couple different trainers helping out as well. But of course, they are not the ones that we are here to actually talk. we are here to talk with the school nurse who is gonna be standing right here. I actually really like her hair, by the way. Here she is. Hey there, come on in. Everyone's welcome in the nurse's office. What brings you here today? I don't see anything super wrong with you or your Pokémon. Wait, this is your first time here, isn't it? Yes, that is correct. Oh, so I guessed you transferred in recently? You must be Dash, right? Seems like everybody knows us. That's good. I've heard all kinds of rumors. Apparently, you fell off a cliff right after enrolling the academy. And even picked a fight with Team Star. I guess everyone knows about us now. Oh yeah, you've started your treasure hunt thing, right? Come tell me about something super interesting you find out there in your adventures. I'm kind of bored just sitting here in all day, you know. I don't have any classes to teach and students only come here to skip classes. Yeah, so drop in here if you can, okay Dash? And there we go, we have gotten a bit closer with the nurse as well. But of course, we have other things we can discuss now that we have got our second gym badge. So you can go ahead and talk to her once more. Dash, have you toughened up a little bit? I guess this game has its own mechanism of getting closer to random people. Really not sure why they added this one, but it is pretty fun. I'll definitely try to talk with both this nurse as well as Director Clavell to see what really happens if we do get closer to them. I'm actually expecting to get some items. Maybe, I really do not know. Maybe they're gonna give us a Pokemon or some kind of items. It's pretty surprising to see stuff like this in Pokemon game, but pretty cool. Alright. She also actually goes ahead and tells a bit about her right here, where she says she wasn't able to actually pass the doctor's exam and that's the reason why she is stuck as a nurse in this academy. I guess that was no luck from her side, like she says, but I think being a school nurse is pretty fine as well. Definitely boring if you are stuck in the same room the whole day. But of course, we will definitely come back to talk to her. Like I said, I'll talk to Director Clavell as well. We do have to progress in our game a bit more before we can come back. Maybe after 2 or 3 more episodes, I'll come back here and we can talk to them to see what extra dialogues they might have. You can also lie down these beds to take rest. It will actually kind of work like your Pokemon Center and heal up your team members for you. Pretty nice. Anyway, I think that is all the important rooms in the school. But of course, there are a couple different classrooms that you can actually visit as well. Let me come down the menu. And yes, you do have the schoolyard. Schoolyard is a pretty huge place in this game. As you can see over here, I am gonna be exploring it. I actually went ahead and sped up this part because I was expecting a couple of items in the schoolyard. But of course, there are no items. So you can definitely interact with at least some of the NPCs and kind of play on these particular games. But other than that, there is nothing too new over here. It's just a huge schoolyard with a bunch of kids kind of running around. Of course, you can send out your Pokemons and kind of run around with them, which is pretty fun. It's a really good space to kind of, run around and just relax for a bit. But other than that, there is nothing too much newer over here. So let me just talk to different people, put a lap on this whole yard, and then we can move on to the actual classrooms. I actually forgot to mention this, but this schoolyard is actually on the top of the building, not at the lower ground. That's actually quite surprising. I actually expected the schoolyard to be down on the ground, but this is actually quite higher pretty cool by design wise, and I personally liked it. Quite unexpected. Definitely this is not the case from where I live, so it was pretty interesting to see it. Now that I did explore it, I went ahead and went to one of the classroom. It was class 1A, I believe. Nothing new in these classrooms as well, so I'll go ahead and speed it up. Just gonna be looking around to see if there are any new NPCs for us to talk as well. There are definitely a couple different classrooms that you can actually explore, and as far as I've seen, these classrooms get opened each time you defeat a gym leader. So I guess that might be a theme for the rest of the game. Each time we defeat a gym leader, we can definitely come back here and explore the academy once more to see if we have any new dialogue on each of these NPCs. Of course, that also includes talking to Mr. Jog as soon as our Pokédex entries get updated as well. I'm pretty sure the next goal for us on that is actually 200 entries. So I'll wait until I get 200 entries on my Pokédex. We can come back here and talk to them. I was also able to go back to my own dorm room, which looks a bit nicer now. Unlike the first time we came here, at that time we didn't really have any items on our desk or on the wall itself. But of course we have our own bed where we can actually rest as well. Pretty cool. I personally like this room. Anyway, now that we have explored the dorm room as well, we have finally completed exploring the Naranjan Academy. Pretty amazing. While looking at the map, I did find that there are still a lot of different rooms locked for us, but I think they'll open up once we complete the next gym. So definitely it's a goal for us. I am very excited to come back here the next time I battle a gym leader. Pretty nice addition for the game as well. Since the exploration is completed, I will go back to Levincia city and we can go out from there. Which means we have our next Titan Pokemon coming up. That is gonna be very exciting. To be honest, the first time I actually came to Levincia city, I did go up this path to actually explore the lighthouse that I did mention in the last episode. And there was a cutscene that actually played out. This was when I was in between just randomly running around and exploring a bit more. And thankfully, I was actually right next to my laptop and I was able to record that small cutscene. So let me put it right here. Yo Dash, so somewhere in one of the mines, around here, we should find a lurking steel titan. Rumors has it that thing's staggeringly huge and real long. You'd think a Pokemon like that would be easy to spot. I wonder how it stays hidden. Maybe it's super fast? If that's the case, riding that Pokemon of yours might help you. So that is the very small cutscene that I was able to actually get. When I open my map, it seems like I'm actually quite close to the next Titan as well. But we have a lot of area to actually explore. I've also kind of decided that I don't want to put too much time into exploring. I know that the last time we were exploring for the Cliff Titan, I think I took around 2 episodes to just explore, and I feel like I don't want to do it anymore. I will definitely cover exploring, but this time I'll kind of do a speed exploring, so I won't waste your time with multiple episodes. And I think for now the main thing I can do is explore a part of this video so that we can actually get started with this new area. Since this is East Province Area 3, we have a lot of new Pokemons to catch. Due to this, I'll try to cover as many Pokemons as I can in this episode. If not, I think I'll just go around exploring a bit in the offline and let you guys know in the next episode the Pokemons that I was able to actually find. Now, you might have seen me actually speed up this battle as well, and the main reason for it is this episode which I actually recorded was pretty long, so I definitely want to show you guys everything I recorded. Hence the reason why I'm speeding up this battle right here. Anyway, it seems like we have Growlithe around here as well, but we have already got to Growlithe, so I don't really have to worry about it. Here is the next Pokemon to catch. It's actually a Roly-Coly. a really good Pokemon, and personally I think I enjoyed using this Pokemon in the Pokemon Sword and Shield games. It was quite helpful for the first gym as well over there. In this case, I'll just go ahead and catch it for the sake of the Pokédex. Now that we have it, let me look around, and here is another new Pokemon which was introduced in Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's actually a Coffin. I believe this Pokemon does evolve around level 35, but I think I'll not be evolving most of these Pokemons for now. I know that you will be able to find some fully evolved Pokemons just running around in certain areas, so I think I'll try to catch those. But it's pretty cool to actually find a Coffin right here. Also, finally my Floragato is actually evolving. Pretty amazing. And it has finally evolved into Muskrada. This is a pretty amazing design. I personally really like it. It's also gonna be a dark and grass type from now on. I think it was only a grass type before, so pretty cool to see this. It also seems to learn a new move, which is Flower Trick. I think I'll go ahead and teach it this move because it's a special new move, and definitely I like to actually see how it is. We do have Seed Bomb, which is a bit more powerful than this move, but for now I'll go ahead and add it to my moveset. Alright, now that our starter Pokemon has fully evolved, it has been pretty cool. I definitely do want to explore a bit more over here, and I did see a Duck Trio, which is right here. I think you'll be able to find a couple of Duck Trios around, and as you can see, I actually killed it. Okay, I will wait for another one to pop up before I can actually go ahead and catch it. I'm also excited to see how my Tinkertuff will evolve into. It does evolve around level 38, and we are pretty close to level 38 now. Pretty excited on it. I'm also trying to go ahead and catch this Coffin right here. Now that we have that, it seems like most of my team members are definitely learning new moves, which is pretty cool. Anyway, let me look around the small area right here. Of course, I didn't record the part where I was actually exploring the lighthouse. But this place does have a lighthouse, and I did find one TM at the top. I don't think it was a really good TM, so I forgot actually to mention it. I also looked around it, but I didn't really find any new Pokemon, and that's the reason why it's not here on the video. But of course, we can actually go back there to explore it once more as well. Looking around here, I was able to encounter another new Pokemon, which is actually a Meowth. Quite rare to find it here in the desert region, but I keep killing half of these Pokemons. Definitely, I do have to be a bit more careful when I'm trying to actually catch them. There are also a lot of different kind of mining holes like this one in this area, and a lot items you can actually find. If you want to get more evolution stones other than the ones you get from the Pokédex, I think this area is a really good place for you guys to actually come and find random evolution stones. Personally, just exploring it myself right here, I was actually able to find a lot of firestone, water stones, and a couple of, I believe, thunderstones as well. So a really good area to find all of these evolutionary items. Definitely quite helpful. If you do find any item that's actually sparkling on the ground, I would recommend you guys to go ahead and pick it up right here. Okay, here we found another rare bone, which is a really good item if you are selling it in the shop. Definitely gives you a lot of Pokemoney. Also, another tip on finding a lot of items to sell for your shop to get Pokemoney is by going ahead and defeating the Pokemon in the terrate dens. It doesn't matter if you catch it or not, you get a bunch of bags of Stardust or some kind of rare bones like these pearls, big pearls, etc. I find it much easier to raise my Pokemon that way than battling all of these trainers in the route. So in case you are short of LP points and short of Pokemon, that is the best way to actually kind of grind for them in this game. I have actually talked about this with you guys, but I forgot to sell all of these items. Definitely it's something I do have to remind myself as well. I was lucky enough to find an evolution of Rolycoly, which is actually Carcoal right here. Now the only thing left for me probably would be to evolve the Carcoal to its final form so that I can record it in my Pokédex as well. We are actually running low on potions and super potions now that I've seen it. I haven't really been able to pick them up. Most of the items that I did pick up in this area were, like I said, the evolutionary stones as well as rare bones and other items. So I guess there might come a time in my game where I actually go ahead and buy some of these items. Also, the other thing I saw is if you do find a Diglett around you, it will actually try to attack you. You might have seen it try and come near me, which was pretty cool. Over here we found a Voltorb, and for some reason I was able to get its health low without actually defeating it. But of course it uses self-destruct immediately and now it's gone. That's fine. I think I can still find another one because most of these Pokemons you will actually catch here in the beginning part of this route is the same all around, so you really don't have to worry about catching most of these Pokemons once you move on forward. This is also the same reason why I decided to go ahead and explore this route a bit more in this episode, just to make sure that I have caught all of these Pokemons. Sadly, another Electro went down right there. It seems like in this game, if you do encounter a Electrobe, do not wait to save your game like I did, because they will actually use self-destruct immediately, which is pretty bad. Over here, I was actually trying to catch this Ductrio. Luckily, I was actually able to get it to red health, and this time, I'm able to actually catch it. So that is pretty good. One more newer Pokemon added to our Pokédex. While running around, I actually encountered a couple of different trainers, but I actually decided to not battle them. I think the best thing to do is just encounter all of the newer Pokemons I can find over here. And in the next episode, I can go ahead and take up all the trainers right here before moving on with the other area. Luckily, I was able to find another Voltorb and catch it as well. I was a bit worried that this one would also use self-destruct, but for some reason it did not. Right around here on the mound, you can see that there are a lot of items just remaining, which was pretty surprising. We also found a TM for Venoshock, which is a really good move, and personally I do want to actually teach it to my Cloudzyre. For now, I think I will hold back on that, and once I do have leveled up my Cloudzyre a bit more and have its I guess move set ready, I will go ahead and teach it that move. At the end, we do get a rare bone, which is pretty nice. But of course, I definitely want to come back here and back on this huge mound of rocks right here. I actually found a newer Pokemon, which is Rufflet in this case, and you might remember I mentioned it in the last episode that we would probably find this Pokemon in the next area that we go to, and that was correct. Now that we have caught Rufflet, I will go back to the huge mound right there. That is a really good place for you to actually find all of these newer items. Right here, I found a Firestone. Over here, another rare bone. Here, another rare bone. And here, Oval Stone, Pokédoll, and finally an energy root. Oval Stone is a really good item, and it's actually required for you to evolve your Happiny completely into a Chansey and then a Blissey. So quite helpful to have a couple of these items. Here I encountered another Meowth, and I was a bit worried that I might actually take it down. It is at level 24, but Still, it is quite weak in its defense, so I can't really attack it. It also, for some reason, used Payday, which is a really good move for a Meowth. Since I wasn't able to directly catch it, I went ahead and birthed it. I feel like this move, Will-O-Wisp, is really helpful for me in this playthrough. Personally, I think I'll keep it on my Charcadet even after it evolves, just to make sure that I have at least one move that I can actually rely on when I'm trying to catch most of these Pokemons for the Pokédex. Now that we have it, let me pick up the item that is right here as well. It's another revive, which is a pretty helpful item. Here is a HP up and a Gimmighoul at the end. Pretty cool. I feel like Gimmighoul locations do change depending on the game itself, and sometimes near the ruins you will be able to find more of them. Here I was able to find a Dawnstone, which is pretty unique. Now that we have it, let us move on from here and escape from this Diglett, because I already have it. There is a Terra Pokemon down there, but I actually didn't want to encounter it right away. I just thought maybe I can look around before I do so. But of course, as usual, my game just starts its own thing, and now the Terra Pokemon has gone away. I guess I'll try to see if I can find it once more, and if I do find it when I'm exploring, I'll go ahead and catch it. You can also find Damp Rock, or I guess Smooth Rocks. These are some of the held items that are quite helpful. Looking around here, there are a couple different paths we can actually take. One is jumping down there and one is coming back over here as well. We found another Damp Rock and some potions. There are also a chance for us to get bags of Stardust as well. I actually miserably failed right there. I wanted to jump on that ramp, but sadly I did miss it. Let me try that one once again. And ooh, okay, I wasn't expecting it, but you can actually find Varum over here as well. But of course, I have already caught it, so I'm not gonna be entertaining it again, I guess. Either way, this time I was able to land on it, and we have another Gimmighoul. Pretty cool. Definitely there are a lot of new Pokemons to actually catch, and I'm really happy that I'm able to fill my Pokédex right here. Let me look around a bit more in the offline and see if I'll find any other newer Pokemon. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find Larvitas over here as well, but they are again quite rare. Till now, I didn't actually find any Larvitas, but when I went offline, I was actually able to find some. You can also find Hariyama's right here, and as you can see, they are a lower level Pokemon. So definitely you can catch this one as well, which is pretty cool. Let me actually try that. I'll see if I can actually catch it right here. Water Pulse is a really good move against it because it doesn't really do too much of it damage. Let me see if I can catch it at this health with a Great Ball. And we do. Alright, this is pretty cool. I will go ahead and explore more offline and let's see what we can actually find. I'll go ahead and end out this episode right here as well. So thank you all for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. It definitely helps me a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next one.